it on the juice. I do not blame this on the juice at all. At all. Let's see if we reload. Does it do it there? I bet it will. If we reload it. It's will it work question mark. So okay. Whew. There we go. And then let's see if we reload this. Make sure we're there. There we are. Wow, a lot of people on Rumble today. Thank you. Thank you very much. Super honored about that. And I'm betting you're done because we went off. Yep. Skip ahead to live broadcast. That's what we're doing. Oh, no. We're live here. Okay. So we're good on all of them. Whew. What a pain in the ass. All right, so yeah, let's see. Let's go over here and just check my email thing because I have two. I have the personal one and the business one, and I keep all the email drops on the business one. All right, so yeah, johnny.justkidding@gmail. It's not Johnny K. It's johnny.justkidding. I was right. That's the email. Sweet, thanks. Except I'll use Hotmail instead of hotmilf.com. I don't use hotmilf.com. Not anymore. I learned my lesson. No more resetting. I'm trying to work. Yeah, there is no more resetting because I'm not posting any link things on there. And we have an hour and 45 left, and I still haven't gotten to do my damn show. Let's do a show. I was trying to do the story about Iran, and we'll give this one last attempt to play. Here we go.
To the deadly attack on its consulate in Damascus, Syria. An Iranian diplomat says Israeli F-34 warplanes targeted the building with 6 missiles, causing major damage. An Israeli military spokesperson wouldn't comment on the strike, but said the building was not a consulate or embassy, but a military building of Iran's Quds forces. Now, the New York Times cites 4.
Look, they said it was an embassy. It wasn't an embassy. It was a military building. Yeah, so that's you saying you hit it. Did you guys blow this up? Did you blow up this embassy? That wasn't an embassy. That you believe that was an embassy? Pfft. Why? Because Sosa told you it's an embassy? You believe it's an embassy because Sosa says so? But are the MILFs hot? Landers, most MILFs are hot. Just because you know they put out. If Iran believed that Israel did it, they were going to retaliate regardless. And this is a Syrian embassy, not an Israeli embassy. So maybe it was a military building. Maybe Iran's been gearing up to attack Israel, and Israel took the first step. That's entirely possible. But like I said, we now have a Middle Eastern power. One, by the way, that we're, America, are friends with. This isn't like, Israel and Hamas, where we could go, well, they're defending themselves. Every country has the right to defend themselves. We're not doing that. No. This one, it's like, well, we buy oil from the one, like a lot of oil from the one, and we fund and protect the other, like, constantly. So this is one where we're really kind of like, guys, we're kind of hands off here. Whoa. And I hate to, both of them, countries run by religious ideologies. We'll leave it at that. Countries governed, not just having's one thing, governed by religious ideologies. I'm sure this is going to work out well. I shouldn't be the first thumbs up when I see 4 viewers on here. Let's go. Yeah, there's 4 viewers. A whole 4. between the show tanking on the things and the stuff yesterday and the late start and everything else here, I should just be happy there's one. Oh, this is why I'm never worrying about people ripping on me. Like, what are you going to rip on me for? I have a small show. I entertain a small audience. We're just fucking around on our own little corner of the internet. What the is your problem? All right, so, but then again, like I said, nobody ever fucks with me, so we're good. I guess Melton kind of tried and failed, and that's the other thing. If you're going to fuck with me, you better be able to. I mean, there is plenty to hit here. All right, anyways, let's go ahead and go back. Iran is gonna start a war. Yes, Iran is blowing up somebody next door.
Or unnamed Israeli officials who acknowledge that Israel carried out the attack. CNN cannot independently verify that reporting. Iran says at least 7 people were killed in the strike. They include 2 senior commanders of the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps. Russia, Saudi Arabia, and a number of Arab countries have also condemned the attack. Now, Iran's foreign minister says U.S. support for Israel makes it answerable for this attack. We get more now from CNN's international diplomatic editor, Nick Robertson.
Smoke and tensions rising.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's the other fun thing. That's the other fun thing, guys. You know how we always fund and defend Israel and the whole Hamas thing? We've been kind of backing Israel. Everybody that wants to have an issue with us now is like, oh, U.S., this is your friend. This is on you. This is on you. And it's like, fuck, now we got this to deal with. She looks like a bitch. Honestly, she kind of does, but there's no such thing as an F-34 jet, so she's wrong. I don't know. Mr. QIC3 likes, yeah, it changes for people. You know, it goes up and down and all around. We can make it happen. You and the captain.
Reduced to smouldering rubble. Its ambassador claiming Israeli jets fired 6 missiles at it, saying, we told you before, the Zionist entity knows very well that such crimes, and any kind of crimes, will not remain without response. At least 7 people killed, 2 of them senior Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps, IRGC commanders. One of them, according to Iranian state media, a very senior veteran of the elite military, Brigadier General Mohammad Reza Zaidi, a former commander of the IRGC land and air forces. Israel rebuffed the allegations.
I'm not going to comment to that strike, but I want to tell you that in the last 6 months, Iran is making...
One, am I the only one who heard Christopher Walken at the beginning of that interview? I'm not going to comment on that strike. If it's bad, I wouldn't. Oh, no, now I'm getting into Jimmy the Glick mixed with it. I did too much Jimmy the Glick with Aaron. Now I can't get Jimmy Glick out of my thing. Just, well, if you were going to attack a country, say maybe Iran, would you consider maybe sending some jets or missile strikes? I mean, like, that's kind of where... Oh. Okay, Chevy JB, how have I never tried MILF.com? Fuck. And then Chevy JB again. I'm sorry, I got lost in the Rumble chat. Sometimes I wish the Rumble chat was up here. It's like this is why I needed to reboot the show to get Rumble in, because the Rumble chat between the Aristococks and Landers and Chevy JB and everything else, the Rumble chat has become just a delight for me to have on the show. Just a nice boom. I could go over here. Because remember the MILF thing? We're doing this show. We're doing serious stuff. And the Rumble chat is the heart of the show. Because, again, it's like stupid, childish crap to take us out of this horrible shit show that we can't change. I'm going through this and like, oh, and you guys, World War III. Over on the Rumble chat, pink eye is a badge of honor among ass eaters. How have I never tried MILF.com, says Chevy JB. Landers, are MILFs hot? And then I made the comment about a MILF is, all MILFs are hot because you know she puts out. And it was a joke. And then Chevy JB said, I know my mom's not hot. Landers said, mine either. And then replied, we could swap. doing ugly mom swap and fuck. Oh my God, you guys. Chevy JP, let me get back to you. Landers, my mom voted for Biden, so Chevy JP, that's not a deal breaker. And then Landers, you could save her. It's beautiful, right? I was kind of taking the piss out of this story because, well, you know, we could invade Iran. And if we do, we'll invade Iran and we'll take it over. Like, this guy just very Christopher Walken-esque. It was dangerous.
Israel rebuffed the allegations.
I'm not going to comment to that strike, but
Right? I'm not going to comment to that strike. I wouldn't do such a thing. It was like you're like Turbo Attack, like every day. I really need to watch Pool Hall Junkies some more. That's where I get my Christopher Walken from. I haven't watched that movie in a while, and my Christopher Walken has suffered. I need to watch it again. There's several lines in that movie I quote, and then after that, I have to watch Balls of Fury, because if I do those two back to back, I'll have Walken back in the rotation. I need to put him back in there. He's faded too much. I can't pull him out when I need it. I meant to put any porn address in here, but if anyone wants a really good site, whisper me on here. We'll send links. Okay, Saint Caesar apparently you want to check that hard drive? I don't know. I don't. Wow.
but I want to tell you that in the last
I'll tell
6
you
months,
this. If Iran comes at us
making
again,
this
I'm going to
region-
come at them and say, no, that's mine. You know, you take from me once, I'll be okay. But now, no, you can't do this. You spilled milk. It's applesauce. Oh, geez. Now I'm getting parts of, yeah, I really gotta straighten out my Christopher Walken.
escalate. According to our intelligence, this is no consulate.
Right? Guys, they're lying to you. According to our intelligence, this is no consulate. Like, remember how in Gaza the intelligence said this was no hospital, so we leveled it and killed a bunch of innocent civilians? Yeah, now we're doing that here because we've learned, well, we can get away with it. Guys, like I said yesterday, it's over. The world's done. Kaput. It's done. We're all gonna die, 'cause religious people are gonna fight. And they don't mind using bombs, 'cause in their religion end is the beginning of Islam.
And this is no embassy. I repeat, this is no consulate, and this is no embassy.
Right. And you have a bad track record of, let me repeat that they are lying to you and that this is not a civilian operation. I have a story, I think after this one, about how you guys murdered food shelf employees in an attack. Innocent civilians who came to the area to help people in need. And because of the murder of its employees, the food shelf aid program is pulling out of Gaza. They're leaving because their employees are in danger. They aren't a terrorist threat. So just, look, we just attack it and say it's a bad guy. That's all we got to do, guys. We did it again. Well, again, like I said, we're all gonna die because we're allies with these guys. We're all gonna die. 9/11 was just a test drive.
This is a military building of Quds forces disguised as a civilian building in Damascus.
I'm sorry, you've made that lie for the entirety of your destruction of Gaza. And even I have reached a point with the Gaza thing where I'm like, yeah, you got attacked on October 6th or 7th or whatever. Innocent civilians at a music concert got attacked. Whether that happened or you allowed it to happen, I don't know at this point. But I will say this, you have more than earned that back and then some. And you have used it's not a civilian facility as your excuse every single time. This time, you're doing it in somebody else's backyard. Quite frankly, I would say if you blew up a building in the U.S., we wouldn't be okay with it. Well, you know, they say it's a civilian building. Yeah, but it's still a building not in your country. That is not an okay thing to do. That is, again, a war action. Should just go full American and take it. What, Israel? Did he just say we should just go full American and are you saying we should go full American and take Israel? Who said that? Full American and take it. Those military, fuck it, everyone dies eventually. Israel's a terrorist state. I kind of feel like that is the case. Lindsey Graham has just jizzed his pants. Oh, yeah, Lindsey Graham hasn't stopped coming for the past 3 days. Lindsey Graham has fired off more knuckle children that you'll ever know. Lindsey Graham was sitting there, and we've just, Senator Graham, we've just heard that Israel has attacked a Syrian embassy. And provoked action from Iran. Oh dear. Oh, the vapors. Oh, yes. Senator Graham, do you need a doctor? Oh, no, I need a hot young man to floss my rod. Oh, if only Mitch McConnell was still here in his prime. Oh. Skeezy Whitefish says, how do I get in on the war profiteering game? Getting in on the war profiteering game requires you to be a gun runner of some kind or own and operate a large, and this is the thing, non-domestic weapons manufacturing facility. And by that I mean you manufacture military weapons that aren't sold domestically but proliferate the world. And ain't that an interesting little turn of events here? We are so against the weapons domestically, but we want them everywhere. And yeah, people are holding America responsible for this. So like I said, we're all going to die.
Nevertheless, it marks an escalation in already supercharged tensions. The first such alleged Israeli strike on an Iranian diplomatic building in Syria. And the highest-ranking Iranian Revolutionary Guard member killed since U.S. forces killed Quds Force commander Qasem Soleimani, January 2020. Back then, Iran responded by attacking U.S. forces in Iraq. Their options will be narrower now, prescribed by concern of significant escalation should they strike Israel. Where tensions will likely be highest is along Israel's northern border. Iran's Lebanese proxy Hezbollah has been trading escalating rocket, drone, missile and artillery strikes since Hamas's brutal October 7th attack. The United States has been pressuring Israel and Lebanon not to trigger a full war, as Israel's government warns time for diplomacy is running out and hawks press for action. A supersized poster of Soleimani strung above the embassy gates and another in the rubble of the consulate, a reminder of the IRGC's lauded status.
Remember, that man can't be beaten to death for showing his face in a picture, but if he had tits... That's just the thing, you know? Like, if you want to be like, hey, we have to have decorum, okay, but then you too, like I said, don't really respect the Muslim religion for that reason. All right, anyways, let's go. Easy, buy medical or other human aid. When a war breaks out, open up shop nearby. Money or sex is your currency. Lindsey Graham is Randy from South Park. It was a spooky ghost. Oh, did you see this? This is ectoplasm. Oh. God God, that episode was so funny. But Bobby Bologna, what? Yeah, Lindsey Graham is creaming his pants over World War III heating up in Iraq and Iran. In Iran and Israel. Iran and Israel. And again, so we're gonna play this. The reason why, like, me in particular, on the show today, why I'm saying, like, we need to cut ties with Israel and leave them to their own fucking fate. Like, literally be like, hey, man, we're out. We no longer stand with Israel with the actions they have taken and the things they have done. We are no longer defending Israel. Israel's on its own. We've helped that country financially, militarily. We've been their ally, and we've stood by while they've done some pretty crazy shit. And, yep, you know what? No more. It's not on us anymore. You know what? We're out, and we're done. And that place will be leveled overnight. Like, the minute America, and if it sticks by this, the minute America goes, yeah, we're out, we're done, we're not touching it, that's on you. We're no longer your ally. If we drop them as an ally, that country's gone overnight. And keep in mind, the Muslim countries that will take over and destroy that place will be every bit the assholes the Israelis have been for the last 3 months. They're not going to be better. They're going to murder, rape, pillage, blow the thing to shit and steal stuff. It's all the same. Too many power walk away in Israel. You know what? We're going to do that. Just because, again, the chat is on the screen. I don't care if you have viewpoints that you share, but when some of them are when you go that far and just go, hey, let's put this up there so everyone knows exactly. Yeah, just let's not have that sit on the screen. Maybe not. Do you ever think that maybe some of the comments up there are free speech, but at also the same time, if they sit there too long, a poster for a bad message? Yeah, maybe. I'm just not going to leave it up there. You can read it on the chat all you want. I don't give a shit. And I ran some bombs away in Iran. They're getting ready to take over a country. All right, so again, here's why I have less than, I would say, wholehearted sympathy for Israel. I mentioned this earlier, and now we're going to play Benjamin Netanyahu's response for why apparently it was okay to attack a food shelf and kill 6 aid workers who are not from the country, from what I understand, in an effort to do what exactly? They did.
The World Central Kitchen is pausing its Gaza operation.
Yeah, they did get the World Central Kitchen, which again is not a military force. It is not a. They just try to feed people who are starving in dangerous and war-torn and third world areas. Right. They're pulling out of Gaza, or at least pausing their operations because of this whole thing. It really looks like Israel might have killed some civilians to starve even more, which is gross.
Operations after 7 of its workers were killed in an airstrike, leaving even fewer options for Palestinians on the brink of famine. They had just finished unloading 100 tons of food at a warehouse in central Gaza when the group says their cars were hit by an Israeli strike. Here's what the Israeli Prime Minister had to say.
The cars were hit by a strike. They were not bystanders caught in a blast. They targeted food shelf aid trucks. We're about to hear, I'm sure, how the food shelf aid trucks were evil, I'm sure. Or it was a horrible mistake, a horrible accident. Yeah, a horrible accident that just leads to you, again, starving the remaining Palestinians that are just clustered in the area of Gaza that they have left, just to starve some more.
Unfortunately, in the last day, there was a tragic incident where our forces unintentionally struck innocent people in the Gaza Strip. It happens in war.
Unintentionally struck innocent people in the Gaza Strip. It happens in war. We've been doing it for the last few months. Again, unintentionally struck. No. They were intentionally struck. Those missiles were not an accident. The truck is a prop. Look at the back. It's pristine. What?
Unfortunately,
When the group says there were options for Palestinians on the brink of famine. They had just finished unloading 100.
Look at the back. It's pristine. No, it looks like it's burning there, and it looks like they took the tires off. Probably so they don't catch fire. Looks like it flash melted. It didn't look like it burned very much. I don't know, man. I'm not going to sit here and play 3 separate trucks, oops, and oops again. Again, like, I'm not going to sit here and play CSI like, oh, look, this is a prop. This is fake. It's pristine here. It is relatively clean on the back end. I don't know. It got hit with a missile. It's only burning in one place. Makes sense, LOL, says Bobby Long. You know what I'm not? Qualified to discern from this photo whether or not this is real. I don't know anything about a missile strike. I don't know about what kind of missile was used, any of that stuff, and I have no idea how that would affect things. I do know, like I said, the World Kitchen is not like a secret terrorist organization, so it's just Then in the part that got burned out there, a logo's there. Yeah, this is placed. I guarantee you this is placed. This is intentional. You want to tell me that's intentional? Yeah, no fucking shit. This is too perfect. This is too perfect. Not only is it there, not only is it charred and scarred, but it's sitting right there so you can see the logo and you can read the wording. That is placed there. How deliberate is this? I don't know. But yeah, that's placed there. That's obviously placed there. It's framed. It's too perfect. Again, you're telling me the whole truck blew up and, oh, it's so perfect. Look how that landed. Right.
Tons of food at a warehouse in central Gaza when the group says their cars were hit.
Where our forces unintentionally struck innocent people in the Gaza Strip. It happens in war, and we are thoroughly investigating it. We are in contact with the governments, and we'll do everything to prevent such occurrences.
And that's the thing. So who's faking it? If it's a prop and it's faked, who's faking it? Is the World Kitchen fake? Because again, both sides are saying this happened. Nobody's saying it's a lie. So I mean, again, if it's faked, I got questions.
In the future.
Well, World Central Kitchen has been feeding starving residents of Gaza since the start of the Israel-Hamas war. CNN's Melissa Bell is in Jerusalem. Melissa, devastating news for World Central Kitchen aid workers. What more do we know about the strike and, importantly, also the messaging from Israel right now? What we've heard is that they were in touch with the IDF, they knew the route, but clearly something went wrong, and right now we just don't know what.
That's right. In fact, we've just been hearing from the IDF, Elaine.
Since 1948. Toastmaster, what since 1948? The World Kitchen? I didn't look into that. That's an interesting fact.
He's saying that its top general is personally going to review the information as it comes in.
Boy.
As part of what's been described to us as the high-level probe that is being launched to try and figure out what went on. As you say, according to World Central Kitchen, this was a convoy in a deconflicted part of Gaza. It had been delivering 100 tons of aid to a warehouse. The convoy was then leaving when it was hit. And when you look at those pictures of the aftermath of the strike, you can see on the armored car the World Central Kitchen logo clearly exposed. So
yeah, because you put that there. Again, the part you clearly put there. It was exposed because you put it there. Oh. See, this doesn't help because I know you fucking shape the shit. You don't just show them the Play-Doh. You take off the rough edges. You put the part there. You're like, we got to put the obvious part for the stupid people. Yeah, I know. World Kitchen is a ghost op. It's the Bilderbergs, it's the Illuminatis. Now look, they're gonna tell you this World Kitchen thing is real, and I don't believe it's real for a second. All right, the back of that truck was pristine. That's obviously a problem. This is a psyop to make everyone think that Israel's a bad guy, and Israel's forced into a corner, and they got to buy into it. Otherwise, there's a bad man, boogeyman, sitting there going, "Oh, this isn't real," and they lied. They blew up their own trucks. Nobody'd believe us in a million years. So we just got to own it and take it. That's the way they're doing it. They're taking it like a goddamn champion, and we got to stand by our allies in Israel. Otherwise, we are not goddamn Americans. And I'm tired of seeing the weak-minded, pussy-whipped sons of bitches taking control of this country. It's time for America to stand up and rise again. 1470, whatever. There's a date. I don't remember. I'm high as fuck. I'm Alex Jones. I apologize. That's how you fucking bomb out of an impression. I gotta admit. Was that not fun or what? Bam. So yes, World Kitchen. It's a ghost op. It's a false flag. It's not real. And I don't stand by for a minute. And 1776 will commence again if these goddamn towel wearing bastards don't learn their. Again, like I said, nobody's denying it happened, which makes the whole conspiracy part weird. But yes, the logo was very visible because you put it there, sugar tits.
That will now be the subject of an investigation by the IDF. But of course, the fact that the World Central Kitchen, that has played, as you say, such a crucial role in getting aid to the hungry in Gaza, and let us bear in mind that it is 2.2 million people, according to the UN, that are at danger of hunger, and half
it's almost
of the
like they did
population of
it deliberately.
That is now facing famine.
Holy shit, Ben Affleck's falling on hard times.
Welcome. I'm your host.
No. Nope. Okay. The crisis in Gaza. The ongoing crisis in Gaza. Here's the problem with the crisis in Gaza. It was a provoked crisis. Now it's not going to not be provoked. Other Muslim countries are using it as a provocation to attack Israel as is. And it looks like Israel's attacking other people. We're in trouble. They have been blowing stuff up in their defense. All right. Skeezy Whitefish. Feeding the enemy sounds like they're guilty to me. I'm just saying, when you accidentally target the one source of aid that has been feeding those people that you have been bombarding and punishing and hitting and crushing this whole time, when you do that, it looks really, really bad for you to then attack another place and go, well, this wasn't an embassy. This was a military facility. It's like, yeah, you still don't get to just attack military facilities in other countries. That's not a thing that you just get to do. You don't just get to blow something up because you're like, hey, but it's not what they said it was. So, fair game and all. Like, no, not fair game. Not fair game. Nope. Again, I really... Lab glass, you son of a bitch. I have nerves that are so tightly wound that this kitten doesn't understand the danger she is in. Because I will snuggle the crap out of this cat as I lose my shit. Nash Albertson, boom goes the dynamite. Oh my God, I think a cat just came in from the open window. Well, no, there's a little platform and she can jump here. But yeah, it does kind of, it's like it's a fun thing, you know? This is why Aaron needs to quit being a pussy and go green screen, right? Like, one, he can have his background behind him like he does on a green screen setup. And if you get your lighting balanced and your cameras fixed right, this kind of shit that I have wouldn't happen. And if I had this out little, there could be a lot of ways this could be better. But the point is, he could have that background. I'm trying to set up a background thing where it looks like I don't have a green screen and I just have a background, but it's a green screen. Sometimes it's background. Different things. He could do a lot with he could do a lot of bits with a green screen. He could do a lot of bits with a green screen. And look, there's literally no doubt Aaron does a better show than me, but I'm sorry, buddy. Let's go. Oh, Aaron covered this story last night. We'll talk about it today if any of you didn't see it. But here, we'll do it this. We'll go to the link. So like Aaron does his webs. Aaron wants to go to a story about the internet or whatever with pictures. This is Aaron's one. Hey, we're up here. We're little things, and there's the article down there. And it's cool, but it might not be easy. When you're looking at things on a phone, that's still tiny as hell. You can't read any text if you need to. You might not. Well, you might be able to see certain things better or worse in that situation. So I ask you, is that better? Or is this better? Again, I give you Aaron's way. Mine. Yeah, number 2 is better. Number 2 is better. And we could do it, man. And he knows we can do it. I get he's got stuff going on, but sweet Jesus, that man needs to make me more money, and I'll just do, like, again, producer director stuff. Like, all right, dude, here, we'll build it. I'll build it around you. I will build it for you. But sweet Jesus, let me build you a better setup. Let me build you a better stage. You're apparently more talented than me. I can live with that, but I am goddamn better than you at this shit. And the cats are after my candy. I had steroids again, so I had a sweet tooth. And I'm trying to save the rest of these to share with the baby cakes. But oh nope, that's a green one. She loves green. We're saving green for kid. I have gummy lifesavers. And you know what? Because the green one came out and I'm saving for the kid, let's not be greedy. Save them for baby cakes. Okay, so yes. That man needs more bread and queso. Yeah. Yep. So here we have Aaron talked about this. Adidas had the ability to make your own jerseys. And in Germany, they quickly had to change some of the text available because people started making the number 44 look like the SS lightning bolts. I fucking love people. Of course, somebody had to lose their shit or was definitely going to. And after everything Adidas has been through with Kanye, they can't have this. It's a bad look. So they had to take it down. I get it. Bobby Bologna says the green ones are the best ones. I don't know, man. I'm a cherry man myself. So I like the red ones. But Kiddo's favorite color is green. So she's when it comes to things like gummy candy, she's going to be less concerned with the flavor, more concerned with the color. And so when we're hanging out and I'm having fun with my little girl, I'll just be like, hey, here's a green one. You like green? Green's your favorite color. She'll be like, yes, Daddy. She'll see a red one. She'll, ooh, Daddy. And she'll pick it up and she'll go, red's your favorite color. I'm like, yes, it is. Thank you, kiddo. That's the way we go. That's the way we roll, because I'm a super califragilisticexpialidocious. All right, so let's we have the picture up. We've got it. So yes, they had to withdraw their number 44 soccer jersey and disallow customizations of those jerseys because it looked a little too Nazi-esque. I effing love people. Alrighty. So that's that. I'm going to play this because this is super duper fun. There's a clip
where there were a number.
There's a clip. This is on Rebel News, and it looks like someone's talking over it. So we'll see if it's someone talking over it. There's a clip of Justin Trudeau that's gotten pretty popular because of what he says in it. Chevy JB saying 420. Holy shit, you're right. It's 420. I'm off time because screw it. I don't like wearing a hat when I do a show. I really don't. It bothers me. It bothers me. So fuck it if my hair looks like crap. I'm sorry. I've been wearing a hat. But yeah. And I fell on my way to the hospital. So when I got up and the hat looks dirty. So I don't even like the hat looking dirty anyway. Weird business model they run on. I would have ordered 5, 3 for the kids, 2 for I would have ordered 5, 3 for the kids, and 2 for Miss Rusty and I. Apparently Adidas hates capitalism. Right? Those things would have moved. Now there's like a black market for the shirts on eBay. You have to go to eBay. It's like, hey, man, I've got a few, but you're going to have to spend a few $100. Oh, did they cancel orders or do they fulfill the orders? If the order went through and you sent the money, or do they just give you the money back? Like, no, here. Like, no, I want to refuse that transfer. Don't let them give you the money back. I want the product. I do not want the money back. I want the product. I am going to sue them for emotional damage. I was expecting a shirt, and now I'm getting my money back? No, I want my 44 to represent good old 44. God damn it, give me my 44 shirt. Oh, really hateful people as opposed to screaming goal when they have that shirt on. They just go, Jew! Like, oh, you're not helping. No. No, whoa. Oh, fresh Nazi gear. Right? You know, you got to be floss and fly when you rep the Third Reich. You know, you can't do it half-assed. Right? Now I can't look at myself in the screen because I still look like shit. It is sad. I've been so beat up. I have got to take better care of my visibility or learn to do makeup. One of the two needs to happen. But I'm going to be honest. I don't have makeup people in my life, and so I might have to. Who would I ask even? I don't. Be weird to ask April. Does April even wear makeup? Because if she does, I can never tell. So. Fuck. I don't know. I gotta figure something out. Use AI. Pff, everyone else is. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna get AI. No, here's why I won't use AI. Because I expect people to meet me in real life, and I can't match that. I got to be close. I think Mersh said it best on Resurrection Day. We can all accept the goofy things religion does. They're just one in particular that does not. Oh, and he's right. Ask Kiki, Gino's wife. I've been on Kiki's show once. And I've spoken with producer Robert in chats and things. But, yeah, I don't think... I don't know that I would do that. I don't know that I even know enough. April doesn't wear a lot of makeup, just eyeliner and little stuff. For me, it's just blemish covering because I got a shitty face. Yeah, just shitty face. Oh, I guess that was just a scab I had to scratch off. Now that's pretty much all better. All right. I could have fixed that before. I'm retarded. All right. Let's with AI, you can gaslight everyone into thinking you can walk. Bobby Bologna, you want to hear a really sad fact before we get into this next story about Justin Trudeau being a total piece of shit? People think I can walk. There are people in the comedy world that are other performers, or at least used to be performers, that I performed with and around, and audience member people who have told me back in the day, too, maybe they've changed their mind or whatever, but back in the day, there were people who, whenever I started getting better in things, legit thought the whole thing was an act. There are people who've made jokes about me having a, having it as a bit, and they do it as a comedy bit, as a joke, as a routine. There's a comedian I've performed with before who does one all the time, who jokes I used it to appropriate pimp culture. So there's those kind of jokes, but there are a few people that, like, unless I sit them down and show them medical records, or literally have a doctor come out and go, no, I've been working with him for 10 years and looking at his MRIs, and unless he's found a way to fake lesions in his spine and brain, he's totally effed up, and his case has been severely mismanaged for like a decade, so he's in a very dangerous position. But no. Unless I do all of that for them, they're kind of like, oh, yeah, your MS is bad today, huh? Like, that's just going to be the way of it. So, yeah. Like Munchausen syndrome, says John Doe. Well, here's the thing. The people that did it in the comedy world in the beginning, here's the thing that they assumed. Like, oh, he uses it so he has material that he can make up about MS. Like, he found, a thing that he can joke about. And it also makes him a little bit beyond reproach, and audiences nicer to him because he's a cripple and he's in, oh, poor him. So they're not as critical of him. They'll be more accepting when he does off-color stuff or whatever because, oh, well. And some of that is true because I do get those advantages. Absolutely. I totally get those advantages. And I take them. Why wouldn't you? It's not my fault if the audience goes up there and goes, oh, well, he's not as funny as I thought, but we're going to laugh at a lot of stuff he does in the beginning and be a little more accepting if he goes out of our comfort zones because, oh, poor him. You're like, yeah, fuck it. If you're going to do it, I'm going to take it. But that's not like, oh, I faked my condition to do that. Like, again, it's a weird thing. I haven't dealt with it, like, in my face in a long time. But, yeah, no, that happened a couple of times. Bobby Bologna, that's wild. Wait, no, that checks out. Yeah. There's people who have thought I've done it, that I fake it in the comedy world for sympathy and material. And in their defense, I do get sympathy and I do use it for material. But that doesn't mean I'm faking it. So again, to be fair, the kind of people that think that or have said that or implied that to me, I haven't seen them in the comedy world in a while. I also haven't been in the comedy world in a while. Do I still count as a comedian? That's an interesting thought. I don't know. I mean, I do a show on the internet and I'm funny-ish. More sad now than funny. We've been so black-pilled. Ooh-da-lally. All right, so back to what we're talking about here with Justin Trudeau. Speaking of being black-pilled, you guys remember when the truckers were opposed to something you guys love getting on my ass about, and you're not wrong to, but it's, again, I feel like people don't understand my situation and the way I approached things. Because, again, people are like, oh, you bent the knee, you took the Johnson & Johnson, like, I wouldn't have done it. Like, right, but here's the thing with me bending the knee, taking the Johnson & Johnson. 3 things relied on me doing it. Fall in the gate. Ray, did you mean, are you calling me a person with things and stuff? Oh, that's why I have the wrong YouTube chat. We're gonna fix this right now. Boom. I gotta minimize you. I gotta minimize you. Doodle 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 doo. I gotta minimize you. Definitely saved it. Rumble, can I just have a... Don't. Don't be lame. Oh, you were Dunskies. So I got to go to this one. There we go. Now I can get my chat. Pop it out. I apologize. I've wondered why I couldn't read the YouTube chat unless I looked on the screen. I don't like that. I like to be able to read the chats no matter what. Because, again, if you guys go crazy in the chats, I just take them off the screen for a bit. Or I wipe it off the screen. I'd assume you're a comedian if you did it 4 to 5 years ago. Otherwise, your comedy podcast. I mean, yeah, I technically still do it. It's a real, I'll be honest, it's a real ball punch. And I'm sorry, we're gonna get right back to the story and stuff in a minute. And I'm aggressively cleaning my glasses because they got smudged. And I don't like smudges on my glasses. These are expensive, sexy ass glasses. And as soon as my face doesn't look like a burn victim or some sort of junkie, put in my contacts, wear my glasses. I'm a wheelchair or no, I think I'm gonna have to start if I can legit make money and have like a little extra money again, I might have to start taking like, I don't know, Fridays or Saturday nights as a night to try and go out, maybe, I don't know, meet somebody, do something. It's just this seclusion shit ain't working. So, you know, if we're not gonna get comedy gigs, fucking Christ, losing those two is really pissing me off. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of understand losing the one. I'm not okay with it, but I understand, especially after recent news has hit light. Like I get it. Okay, fine. Certain things, and that's gonna probably, and yeah, we'll talk later. Not now, but so the one that I lost that bothers me, the Doima with the one that I'm supposed to be doing this month. I was excited for that, man. I was excited when he was like, "Hey, man, we're doing a 420 show. We're gonna have it, be pothead themed." I was legit excited to go up on a comedy show where I wasn't, "Hey, and now here's the crippled performer." It was all pothead comedians. I was gonna do so much weed material. I wasn't gonna have to like, "Oh, and I have MS, and let me talk about that," or do my news media stuff, or talk about I was gonna do pothead material, the whole thing. Cheeseburger, I forgot you were black. You were a black neck. I was a black neck? I really wanted the 420 show too. That would have been great. Yeah. That one, I'm going to be honest, that one is bumming me out. Like, and I'm scratching it. Medication they gave me, they said it'd make me itchy, like, I should have asked. I naturally get kind of itchy when my scabs harden. My skin hardens and they get kind of flaky and it drives me nuts. Forgot you were a black neck. Oh, no. Johnny's half black. His legs don't work. Oh, fallen. Is that racist? I don't even know, but just in case. Just in case. Oh. The heartbreak of psoriasis. It's not psoriasis. This is like, technically it's a skin burn. It's not rug burn because it's from a rubber grip. I leaned so hard on a rubber grip. I supported my entire body weight with this point against a rubber grip and kind of bummed didn't get to hang out and talk to you after the show at Beaver you did in February. Damn snow, 2-hour drive home. Yeah, the February show was kind of a bummer for a bunch of reasons that way. True, but it was getting annoying watching him on Steel Toe every other day. Who are we talking about now, Saint Caesar? Rusty Grammar and Saint Caesar. Saint Caesar, if Chad Zumock is a comedian, then you, sir, are by far. No, Chad's a comedian. He's performing places. Is he funny? I don't know. I haven't watched him do stand-up lately. I'll say this. I've seen stuff of him I've seen him be funny on his show. And so, Blackneck, the Z-Man can be funny if he gets outside and touches grass. All right. Oh, I have no idea. Bingo, nothing beats old people jerky. Now we've got the weird thing about the Rumble chat is it goes in weird ways. Now they're talking about I can make up your people. What? I didn't say you wouldn't be clown style. I've seen you walk. It's not pretty, but you get it done. Well, yeah, I have to. No issue making fun in the comedy world, depending on how it's done. I like beating like a cripple all slow and slow. Jesus, Landers. All right. So yeah, let's do an actual show. Fuck me. Back to Justin Trudeau and what he was talking about.
There were protests.
Oh, never mind. This whole video, I guess, this Rebel News video is pretty much going to lay out the whole thing. So I was going to comment on it and make notes and jokes and things, but let's just at least let this go. Boom.
There were protests in Toronto over the weekend where there were a number of arrests made. Despite policing obviously being a provincial jurisdiction, a lot of people still turning to you for your perspective. I guess what steps will your government take, perhaps working with the provinces, to both balance the obligations of law enforcement with Canadians' rights to peacefully assemble and free speech?
It is a fundamental right that people are able to protest freely in this country. It is really, really important in our democracy and in democracies around the world that people have that ability to mobilize, go out and express their concerns for policies here at home or things happening overseas. That's something that this government will always defend.
Howdy. Okay, Castro Jr. One, the Rebel News link, the audio is weird. You know what? We're going to try continuing this on X and seeing if maybe that helps the link, because the video link seems weird.
Over the weekend where there were a number of arrests made, despite policing obviously being...
Again, I think it's because it's like the news, the Rebel News source that's sharing this, whatever they recorded it off of is low grade and their upload quality is low grade. It's fuzzy. I don't know if that's deliberate. Colton Ryan saying I'm here and we've missed you. Finally, Harvey all got to it, because when I heard the title of this clip, I immediately had that thought. Harvey all getting to where me and other people... please stop going silent, Johnny. Makes me think the stream has froze. Thanks. You're welcome. I love going silent and thinking, but yeah, no, it's cool. And we tap on glass. Haven't had any issues today, other than the Rumble thing not connecting and saving, and Streamlabs then effing up later. So having to do those two restarts because of that, because the show is restarted today. It's been great. We've got an hour left in the program, so we've got plenty of stuff to do. And if you're just joining us, we're talking about our good buddy Justin Trudeau, aka Castro Jr., saying Canadians have a fundamental right to freely protest.
Last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell. I gotta have more cowbell, baby.
Thank you, Johnny Chimpo. 31 months subscribed to this program. That is a tremendous honor. I don't know what to say. That my financial life is in strife, and that does help a little bit, and I really appreciate that you help support this program. And thank you for the 31 months. Cowbell for our buddy Johnny Chimpo. Heyo. Thank you very, very much. All right, so Johnny Chimpo, thank you for that. Now back to Castro Jr. Again, the audio on this seems weird. If I later find out that this clip was doctored, I wouldn't be surprised. But as far as I know, this is legit, and he did actually say this.
A provincial jurisdiction, a lot of people still turning to you for your perspective. I guess what steps will your government take, perhaps working with the provinces, to both, balance the obligations of law enforcement with Canadians' rights to peacefully assemble and free speech?
It is a fundamental right that people are able to protest freely in this country. It is really, really important in our democracy and in democracies around the world that people have that ability to mobilize, go out and express their concerns for policies here at home or things happening overseas. That's something that this government will always defend.
Yeah, but...
And that protest needs to be done peacefully in a way that doesn't endanger other people's lives. We expect police to both obey the laws and enforce the laws. And that's something that I think is necessary. Just
So again, just what happens if those protesters, say, drive semi-trucks and then say, peacefully organize and also refuse to do their jobs, giving you kind of a gridlock and almost a supply chain issue? Would you say maybe, I don't know, allow them to do that? Or would you say, oh, I don't know, take their fucking money from their bank accounts? I love that stinger. I've got to move it off of there. It's a crutch button. It's become a crutch button for me. And that is junk. We don't want that. Let's clear all that out. I've got things to do and stuff later with those. So let's do that, and we'll link these. I'm going to look either for a better site or get more stuff up on the Teespring site for people. And we'll link that again. We'll catch up with the chat here and get back into the clip. But before we do, where are we with you? You're over there. I don't know where it's at from today and yesterday, but we'll check later for it, for the show goal and control. Here are any of the links that we don't know. Boop, boop, bam. Boop, boop, bam. One more time, firing it over there. Bam. I like that. I'm going to have to find a way to do it in the chat buttons thing. Just hit this and go bam. LMAO, are you a clit denier? A clit denier? No, I am not a clit denier. I know for a fact the clit exists. Not only does the clit exist, the clit can be overused, overstimulated. People do not have enough reverence for the clit, enough understanding to approach it with care, like a neutral territory. You have to learn when to be there, when to not. Anyways, here we go. Boom.
Waving a Palestinian flag is not in itself something that is unacceptable.
But if you do it driving a semi-truck, we'll never forgive you. Oh, all right. I gotta do one. If we can get one other than the green one. Is it other than the green one? We got a red one. Ha! Game over. Red one. Red gummies are fucking fair game. Again, she doesn't need to have gummies. I like spoiling my daughter. And I love the red gummies because they're cherry.
Anti-Semitic. People are allowed to express their concerns on every side of the event. It's when you start making people feel unsafe in their neighborhoods, in their schools, in their communities, that we fall into things where...
Or you refuse to take a vaccine.
Need to lean in and make sure that everyone is safe and feels safe. But that is a balance that is ongoing every single day by police forces across the country. And as a federal government, we expect people to obey the law. We expect the police to obey the law, but we also expect the police to enforce the law.
And if you protest peacefully, we will peacefully take all your money. That's just cute. Okay. You know what we're doing? We're putting these over there, out of reach, sort of. The country that has to write everything in 2 languages. Wow. Yeah. Fanatical Bucks fan, or try to go to church. Right. If you try to go to church when we've said you can't do that because we're not allowing gathering, if you peacefully assemble for your own personal religious beliefs non-violently, we will not allow it under any circumstances. And we'll arrest you. But so apparently I don't. This is the weird part to me. Let's see here. Where's what the shit is this? Created March of 20. Oh, so what's today? Oh, so it's not even old. And they've been subbed for a month. Huh. That's just weird. So is there a way to just delete a message? I don't want to reply. I want to see how do I do things with the stuff? Can't I? Oh, that's right. I can't from here. Let's just say I don't care. All right. Whatever happened to the priest? Did they suicide him? I don't know what happened to the priest. Everyone claims it never pays in. What are they going to do? Send those goofy looking pencil pushers that just figured out how to use a firearm yesterday? Good luck. Saint Caesar, do we ban? Not at the moment. I'm just going to choose to ignore. I was just going to destroy it because I didn't even bother reading all of it. It's like a lot of blah, like word vomit. Just spoiler, hot take. You want to make a good impression or whatever, like make fun of me or the show or whatever. Even if you're like doing it in a trolling manner, I'm like, all right, now we're going to play. But if you're just like, oh, here's a giant pile of things, I'm going to read parts of it and decide how I feel and go, nah, probably not. Anyways, moving along because we've got a show to do for, fuck me. We've only got 45 more minutes. Jeez, it's so weird to be almost out of time because I started late. We will be back tomorrow afternoon from 2 to 5:30. Hopefully. Well, actually, you know what? We're probably going to do 2 to 5:30 no matter what, just because of the way everything else has gone this week. And we're going to, you know what it is? We're not going to push the goal thing, like reset it, but if we get to tomorrow we do the show till 5:30 and hopefully knock out the goal, and then we start doing the whole, like, we've got to be earning 50 thing to go over. But yeah, we'll figure it out. You look kind of younger with the hat on. Yeah, because my hair is graying out a little bit. Particularly on, like, I'm not going to brag, but the color's fading on the side. So yeah, with the hat on, I look a lot younger. But maybe a different hat. You know what I need to do? I need to get a show hat. I need a show hat. I do have a hat that I could wear with like a microphone and like an earbud piece and everything, and I technically could Bluetooth it to the computer. Maybe. I don't know. That would be weird. I don't know how I would do that. I'd have to get a Bluetooth receptor adapter for that. And then I could do it that way. And then I could wear my beanie hat. My little Bluetooth beanie hat. I'd be like, well, one, it keeps me warm, and two, that's where the ear headphones are. Okay, Phil, start a hat goal. No, I don't need a hat goal. You know what I have? I have hats. Do we not remember the fedoras? Here's the thing. Like, if I got, like, wireless or just straight, like, earbuddy headphones and had them plugged in, I could just do, like, different hats all the time. Anyways, fuck that. Let's do an actual show. We're done with that. So Justin Trudeau, again, completely forgot that the two main Canadian Freedom Convoy organizers were arrested. They had their bank accounts frozen. They had their crypto accounts frozen. And I still don't know if they got that money back. Oh, wait, a federal court of Canada ruled it was illegal for Trudeau to declare a national emergency and stop the trucker convoy and freeze their bank accounts. It was illegal. But did they ever get their shit unfrozen and their stuff back? Again, I don't know if he knows. You just can't do that. We live in an age where it's all recorded, you dick. Like, I hate people that are allowed to speak with impunity. We saw it happen. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I definitely want that. Okay, ooh, does this show the actual moment? Does it show the moment? Oh, yeah, it does. But, again, well, we know that okay, so we'll do the story. We'll do this as our last written story, and then we'll just fly high in the sky on video stuff. People think, Big Click got me for years, keep stimulating my wallet. Oh, no. Oh, Poop Licker 9000. I didn't take the vaccine, to be fair. I was 30. Caught it once, was fine. Shut your country down and ruin our agricultural industry. That'll show my voters who's boss. Oh, the one thing, did I ever get going on the vaccine thing and the reasons I did it? Yeah, the whole reasons behind me doing it, the vaccine thing, was I wouldn't be able to do DJ work and comedy work without it. Like, I had to do that. It wasn't, and I had to go to hospitals. People don't realize this about the COVID thing, but early on, when you were a person who was medically, like, I had a compromised immune system, right? I have a compromised immune system. I have a messed up autoimmune system. So they're on me about taking it. You should have resisted. There was no law. Yes, I should have resisted. Fanatical Bucks. This is the thing I love. Fanatical Bucks fans, right? I should have resisted taking anything in any way, shape, and form when it could become a problem for me medically, and I go to doctor appointments constantly, when I would then lose money to support my daughter and lose DJ gigs, and I wouldn't be able to do comedy. So I should have just done all three of those things. Just doing my job, sir, all Nazi soldiers. Again, wasn't doing my job. I took the what was it? What was it? The Johnson & Johnson one. I took the Johnson & Johnson one. I wouldn't F around with the mRNA thing. But there's a vast difference between, all right, I let them push me into doing something I might not be comfortable with, and maybe there's side effects too, which I do worry about. But again, I kind of got pushed into it, and I did the one, and I never bought in for any more when things changed. What turd was enforcing the vax for comedy shows? For a while, dude, places were enforcing the vax if you were gathering. When it first came out and stuff, places were there. Again, there were no laws in effect, but there were laws in effect that were not allowing people to gather. So if you had like that was kind of the thing. There were people who got it because they were paid to. I bowed down to getting it when it meant, all right, you know, I do look, here's the one thing. I do weddings or did weddings. I only ran into masked Nazis. Yes, did you DJ a wedding where old people show up? Again, it was a 2-week lockdown, but never show your vax card BS. Right, it never got there, but I live in a liberal state where I'm sure it could have. And like I said, It's a little different when you're like, okay, but I'm gonna just be mingling with young and old people, and like I said, I didn't switch on certain things. But the reason I don't count it like, well, just being a good soldier, that's what the Nazis said. I didn't do it to be a good soldier, and again, it doesn't affect other people. It affects me and what I'm doing to my body, and I didn't push it on anybody. I just wouldn't do it myself. After a point. A fanatical fan, look back. I don't know how your blood doesn't start to boil. My blood does start to boil, and here's where I'm at with it. Like I said, I did that stuff. I did take the one Johnson & Johnson. When they said get your booster, I said no. When after they said get your booster overnight, Johnson & Johnson suddenly wasn't okay and you had to get the mRNA or mRNA one, then I said no times 1,000. That's all it was. Landers, I would get... Again, yeah, that's great. And I was in a situation where the things I love to do and do that make any sort of money for me were kind of tied to it, so I bought into it. They got me to buy into it just far enough to get the one Johnson & Johnson. And then after that, I went, no, fuck you and this bullshit. And now I'm at the place where in hospitals, if they talk to me about it at all, I'm like, oh, absolutely not. But yeah. Anyways. It's because it's clotting, says Fanatical Bucks fan. That's the thing. I'm starting to think the Johnson & Johnson really didn't do much of anything. Because again, the Johnson & Johnson works the same way the flu shot works. And that was just dead stuff in your body. All right. Anyways, at least it wasn't the mRNA. You should be fine. Yeah, Cheeseburger Pie, like I said, I got the one Johnson & Johnson because it uses the flu shot approach, which is, for those of you who don't know, the flu shot approach. The flu shot approach is they take a hypodermic needle and they inject an egg with the flu virus, right? Like a chicken egg. And then they quasi-incubate the egg, and then the natural forces within the egg fight it off like any other infection. And they take the dead, or maybe they don't incubate the egg, but the dead viral cells then floating in the egg are kind of safe to harvest, and they shoot those into your body. Half alive, half dead viral cells that might spark your immune system a little, but more importantly, give your immune system a blueprint of what the virus is. And that lessens the effects if you get sick with it later. But they mentioned vaccines today when I was in for my shot. They're like, are you up to date on your vaccines and all this other stuff? And I was waiting if they were going to say, and this was the thing I was legit worried about. Because you're right, there are no laws. But if I go to a medical treatment center where it's policy is that I have to have the latest COVID vaccine to get my medication. I mean, yeah, right now, especially like today, if they had said that, I'd be like, and I'm done. I'm not getting the medication. Like, I'll go get it here. But that would, again, be a thing that could happen. My kids almost got it, but I made damn sure they wouldn't because they're healthy kids. Yeah, I'm pretty sure me and my daughter's mom are on the same page of her not getting it. But yeah, Joe Berger. Hey, Johnny. Yeah. Hey, let's get over to this story. Let's catch up on this. Now, I'm willing to play the video, and I'm going to warn you, it is incredibly graphic. Because she went into the hospital, she's out of her coma, and here's an update on her health and the situation of the case. If you don't remember or don't know, and again, incredibly graphic, I still might have to just not during the moment. They forced my son to when he was in Gillette in Mankato. But man, dude, I get it, Mr. Q. That's f***ed up, and I am not okay with it. But bravo to your son for getting Gillette, you know? It's the best a man can get. By Menon. Sounds gay. All right, what if Big Pharma releases a new non-invasive MS cure? They claim it has no mRNA stuff in it, but it is a claim. Would you take it the first time? This is not. Well, you see, that's a very different thing. You're saying someone's releasing an MS cure. An mRNA result for an MS cure would make sense because you'd be rewriting your DNA to stop attacking your body. So not only would I take it, you had me at MS cure. I'm starting to look into it. Fanatical Bucks fan, ? Does it work? Yeah. Again, you're acting like, oh, dude, they're doing this as a secret way to sucker you in. Well, they had me at MS cure. Not only would I take it if you're like, oh, well, you're just a stooge if you take it. Like, a stooge? Hey, look, I know you're blind, but this thing, and I swear it has no mRNA factors in it, but this cures blindness. Do you want to take it? Fuck, I don't even care if it does have mRNA factors in it. I'm not planning to have kids. Oh, well, you might have horrible blood clots. You might suddenly die of a heart attack. You know what I'm not doing right now? Seeing that as a bad thing. That's what I'm not doing. Give me the cure. Yeah, dude, you, I don't know what the question was, what the answer. I appreciate the honesty. Well, absolutely. I got no problem being honest, especially about that one. The minute you included MS cure, I mean, as long as we're not cutting off my dick, I think the conversation's pretty much a go. You know, like what are the side effects? Well, your balls and testicles might spontaneously rot off and be replaced by a actual functional vagina, clitoris, and you'll start growing tits. What is the... All right, so what's the outside odds of that happening? Like, how close... I think I could rock the tits. I mean, it could boost the numbers. But actually, your dick will function perfectly again. My dick has I'd say about a 65% success rate. Which can be boosted to 130. Like, if I know things are going to happen, or if I think things are going to happen... There may be a booster lying around, you know, like I'm like, oh, all right, fine. He hit the nitro button on his balls. I live my life a quarter pump at a time. For that 2 inches or less, I'm free. All right, back to the really horrible thing that happened between these two innocent teenagers just having a Donnybrook in our modern day. Hey, boom, here we go, and down. Oh, it's a fight. Oh, she's punching. Oh, and we're going off. I can't do it. Oh. Yeah, people screaming. You hear that one dude going, ooh, oh. No, that's not ooh. That is beyond a fight. So, that is, again, that is the incredibly, insanely graphic moment that happened. So a lot of people are pissed off and upset. Rusty Grammer's apparently gassy. Silhouette 2K5 saying, hey, man. Hey, dude. Welcome to the show. No. The one fanatical Bucks fan, the pills laying around aren't laying around.
You are fined 1 credit for a violation of the verbal Miranda statute.
Is that one aimable? Because if it is not, I have a mission before the week is over to make that fucking sticker aimable. I'm not even going to change the price. It just has to be aimable. Ooh, this is interesting. I got a joke for you. I got a joke. It's funny as fuck. Oh, that is a tall order. For a relatively new account, that is a tall order. Here's what we'll do. I'll even, just because I don't know that I know you, we'll just pull the chat off the screen. Go ahead and throw it in the chat, and I'll read it and see if it's at all entertaining. I did not aim it, says Was Fill Some Holes. Well, if it has a bullseye, it's aimable. Saint Caesar. Okay, we all like jokes. I apologize, but I'm taking it off the screen in case it's somebody being a chud, and I just don't want to. So you gotta say I'm 12 after every sentence I type. Okay. All right, so I'm doing it. Go. Okay, yeah. All right, let's keep going. I want to see where the joke goes. So far, it's lame. I'm okay. You get to that, and I'll show up when it's a whole thing. And then, and if it's not fast enough, then I'm gonna give Sane or Butch the go-ahead, because I want to put the chat back on the screen, and right now this just seems dumb. All right, so back to what we were doing. The video that we were talking about, the head beating lady, people lost their mind on social media. Reports of Hazelwood's police showed that the school is a firm ally of DEI policies, including restorative justice, where students who belong to repressed groups are given less harsh punishments and greater latitude than students from majority groups. Again, stupid bullshit. Nobody should have latitudes and platitudes. That's not equity, that's racism. You want equity? Everyone's held to the same standards. Nobody gets a free ride. Nobody gets a free lunch. They got to pass the test at 80%, so do you. 2 + 2 is 4 for everybody. That's the rule. All right. Kaylee is still showing signs of significant... Oh, I can't even read. So, on Friday, the family of Kaylee Gain, the white student, shared that the 16-year-old is out of her coma and has been recovering for a week outside of the intensive care unit. But she is facing significant cognitive issues. She's still showing signs of significant cognitive impairment during the limited conversations that she is able to have. She tends to reiterate the same short sentences over and over. The teen has a long road ahead of her following the brain bleeding and skull fracture she sustained. Kaylee also recently began speech therapy and has gone on a few short walks with the assistance of hospital staff, as she is still unable to ambulate on her own, a spokesperson for Gaines said in a statement. However, Kaylee does not have any recollection of the altercation that led to her hospitalization. Hey, but at least she remembers that she had an altercation. No, she doesn't. Oh, does she remember that she's a person and she's like, I don't know, 16 years old? Some of it. The attacker, now identified as 15-year-old Monice Declue, was charged and arrested for assault. Police kept her identity hidden since she is a minor, but the teen's family went public to defend Declue. Declue's mom and dad, a 66-year-old Consuela, and 67-year-old Ronald Declue. So wait a minute. You guys are in your 60s. She's 15. So you had a kid when you guys were like 51 and 52? In a Friday phone call, they told the News 5 on your side their daughter was dismayed to hear Gain was in a coma for so long and relieved to hear about her recent improvement because she wants to apologize. Fuck that. Okay? No. Role reversal, and we've got cities burning. That bitch doesn't get to apologize and walk it off. Fuck that running. Did you finish your thing? Oh, message deleted. I was banning him, was doing our jokes. Oh, okay. Thank you. Let's put the chat box back up. I'm sorry about that. Next time I'm going with my gut and telling the dude to take a hike. I apologize, guys. Cheeseburger Pie first to jump back in the chat. Glad to have you. Happy to have everyone on Twitch, YouTube, and Rumble. Ooh, really loving. Got a boner for the Rumble numbers today. If everybody clicks that thumbs up on that Rumble thing, I might, move up in the world. That'd be dangerous. If you're like, seriously, please, I'm taking a moment. If you're on Rumble, even if you think I suck just for once, just hit the button thing. Chat paused the scroll. Let's fix it. There we go. Boop. Boop. And stop grabbing your chest like a bitch. All right. So, you know what? Here, I'm going to do this. This is a little effed up, and I am going to use Aaron's camera style. This is the only time Aaron's camera style serves a purpose, in my opinion. But that's because I'm a dick. I'm a dick. I'm a dick. I'm a dick, 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 dick. I'm a dick, dick, dick. I'm a dick. I'm a dick, and I'm a mute it because I'm a dick. I'm a dick, 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 dick. I'm a dick, 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 a dick, dick, dick. Let's get here to this and do this. I would like to read the mother's statement about the daughter. Because remember, the daughter wants to apologize. The mother wants the daughter to apologize. Let me just do this. And oh no, I don't want to put it there. I want to just put it in here. All right, fuck it. That's what she said. All right, so the daughter was dismayed to hear it, and I've muted this because we're not going to hear stuff. We're going to fade back to me for a certain part and then go back. Okay, so play. I just feel for my daughter, Decloux's mother said. She's not a troublemaker. She's not a bully. Monice was not the aggressor. This had manifested over a 3-month period. My daughter was focused on her education, and I don't know, maybe they thought she was a nerd. What? Oh my God. Oh, they thought your daughter was a nerd. So they all picked on the other girl. That did not look like they ganged up on your daughter. According to Decloux, police investigators have compiled copies of Instagram messages that included menacing threats to Monice. My daughter said she blacked out during the fight. I don't know. I didn't know she was being bullied. Consuela Decloux said, I would have pulled her out of school. The family said they went public to defend their daughter's character, highlighting her honor roll status, proficiency in 4 languages, and that she played volleyball and violin in school orchestra. Meanwhile, the Missouri Attorney General is looking to see if the investigation turns up racial animus in the case, which could determine if Mornice, what? You want to name her Maurice? Name her Maurice. This Mornice thing is weird. Is charged with a hate crime. Is open to bringing hate crime charges. Right? There should be, and anybody like, oh, that's not a hate crime. We can't talk about a hate crime. That's not a hate crime. Role reversal, again, riots, hate crime. Riots, hate crime. Tried as an adult. Tried for a hate crime. Again, it looks like the parents are pushing for our daughter was being bullied because she's a black nerd. So hate crime. She really wants to apologize. She speaks four languages, plays volleyball and violin. That is a dangerous place to go then if those are your skills. So, Cheese by saying there, I thumbs the rumbles. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. So, they want her tried as an adult. The mother, however, said the fight had nothing to do with skin color. This is not about racism. This is about two girls having a fight. And that's kind of the point. But every time the fight is the other way, the white person's a racist. So sorry, bitch, but the shoe's on the other foot. Remember how Derek Chauvin was such a horrible racist because George Floyd was black? Remember how the Minneapolis had to burn for 2 years because we're all racist because a black guy got arrested under questionable circumstances, and it's just not forgivable. It's always racist, and the black people are always mistreated. So how is it every time something happens with a fight or an altercation, it's always racism for white people, and it's never racism for black people? I just don't get it anymore. And I don't know, I'm not really a stickler for the hate crime thing because, again, that is kind of true. The mom is right. It was just two girls having a fight. But that's what we as a society need to start realizing a lot of times when two people of skin color are having a fight, it's not necessarily racism. But again, like I said, she should be tried as an adult, though. As an extra point, a social post allegedly from one of Kaylee's black friends. The school is 98% black, features racist language towards the school's white principal, and shows the type of attitudes the... What? Okay. I want to watch this on X. Let's go look at, so this is friends of Kaylee, the victim, blaming Principal Elizabeth Haley and threatening to attack her in school tomorrow. Wow, okay. Holy Jesus. Ever since they got promoted, our school been fucked. That's the first mother... I don't... Oh, wow. Holy shit. All right, I don't know if I want to show these on the screen. Oh, no. Why does the bitrate... Why is that going up and down? I have no notifications, and that thing just says red. It shouldn't be red. You don't have any notifications. Yeah, I don't know why you're... You know what? We're going to reload this. I bet you it's not red, and I bet you it's just some sort of weird glitch. Nope. The bitrate thing is saying it's red, and it's at what would be a phenomenal KBS for the whole show. Listed as unstable. God, you have no idea. You have no idea how unstable I am, Twitch. All right. Holy shit, we've got like 10 minutes left, so I can't keep going on this. I gotta... What's this? Yeah, I'm not even talking about that now. So again, they want her tried as an adult, and she should be. The stuff happening everywhere else, again, hinky. So let's put you back into here. So do we have anything else? The video demonstrates the dynamics of bullying, high school drama, educational policies, blah, 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 blah. Isn't as straightforward, easy to discern as any of us think. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of creepy, like, racist stuff towards, and hateful stuff towards everybody. I don't know that I would run this as a hate crime, but the violence ensued, the utter disregard for the person on the ground, and then again, everybody getting up in a scuffle. I'll say this, though. It isn't a hate crime, but that's because hate crime shit is 99% of the time complete bullshit. Slamming people's heads into the ground is bad. Yeah, let's fill some holes. The 3 or 4 repeated head slams and then getting up to fight other people is where the tried as an adult part comes in. Because like it or not, that fucking Kaylee chick is lucky to be alive right now. And if you want to say your daughter's an innocent girl and just needs to be understood, this isn't the type of person she is at all. Well, it was that day. And no offense, would the other girl have been as aggressive? And like I said, I can't sit here and ignore the fact, because we all know it. If it was the other way around, Kaylee would be getting death threats constantly, and maybe the Mornice girl is too, I guess. I think the mother said maybe racist stuff. But either way, she'd be getting death threats constantly, demands she be tried as an adult, and if the roles were reversed, like I said, cities would be burning. We'd be letting people burn cities right now in protest to this horrible crime. So just helter-skelter is happening, says Hawk Friedman. Landers, that is a great joke. I'm not going to read it right now, but anyways. So, holy crap, we've got 9 minutes left. I forget how fast it goes when. And here is your doppelganger spitting image of you, your younger self, sir. Yeah, fuck it. Wow, we got 8 minutes left. He's a spitting image of me, but he's more successful than I am. I don't see spitting image. This is a 10-minute clip. It's called I'm an Idiot. I'm not seeing it. I'm going to be honest.
Man, they are cooking me on Twitter right now. A lot of people are upset. I changed the thumbnail, so now the only discussion to be had is about the video topic itself and not the hyperbolic thumbnail, but I understand why some people were upset. It is what it is. You live and learn. But we're going to have a little bit of fun today because I clearly am an idiot, and I am someone who can laugh at their own self and take the piss out of their own self, and there's really nothing I want to talk about today as far as video game news is concerned, so we're going to take a trip down memory lane, because I've obviously been on YouTube for a good bit on this channel, but beyond that, I've been on YouTube for 10 years in the grand scheme of things over with the Nintendo Enthusiast YouTube channel, so I decided I want to take a look at some of these old terrible videos that I used to make.
Yeah, I'm going to say no. Skip to 217. All right, it better be good. Shit.
Was one of the best games on the system. God, I look like death here. But here's the main meat and potatoes of this video.
I hope we're still friends. Thanks, Hulk. I hope it's not Hogan. 1, 2, 3.
All right, so my housemate, that was living with me at the.
Fuck. This housemate story thing is worrisome. Cheeseburger by saying S. What does S mean? What does S mean? I don't know what S means. And Dear Butch saying anyway. It's Patton Oswalt's lumberjack brother. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, okay.
At the time, he had the cookie sheet, so I was like, dude.
All right, yeah, it close. Okay, there's a resemblance. I'll give you that. But I was never that fat. I'm not that fat now. I mean, there's a facial resemblance. The pockmarkedness. He has a scar in his eyebrow, but it's in a totally different place than mine. So, but it is on the same side. I don't know. I guess 50% credit for that. Again, jealous of the giant numbers he has. If I had numbers like that and subscribers like that, I'd probably have just, I don't know, a show every day. I wouldn't even worry. I'd just be like, you know what we'll do? Just do a show. Alrighty, wow, learning 4 languages at that young of an age is pretty impressive. Mr. Q, it is pretty impressive. And yeah, I could have a lot of sympathy for she's being bullied, she's the victim here. Yeah, but then she did, again, beat her head against the pavement like 4 fucking times. And the problem I have is there are communities, shall we say, that would demand that if situations were reversed, like I said, that cities would be burning. Not like, oh, cities will burn if things don't happen. Cities would be burning with more carnage promised. How many people would be looting because this happened another way? Like I said, it's not the same. When it's the other way around, apparently. But this is one time where I'm not going to go, okay, well, that's just going to be okay. There's no factors. We look into it. It's just going to be okay. Like, no, it sounds like that area is a shit show, and woke DEI policy crap has a fair role to play in it. But surprise, all of our stuff to make everything equal just made everybody fight everybody even more. We have 3 minutes left. Should I do anything else? What do we have on the chat? I had it backwards. I thought the girl got beat up was the nerd. No, the girl that got her head caved in. Oh, don't lean into the camera anymore. Skeezy Whitefish, I'm all for putting bullies in their place, but almost murdering them is a bit too far. The problem I have is that after the almost murdering happens, nobody goes to check on the person on the ground. Like you said, almost murdering them, bridge too far. You know what? We have an old clip from Easter. It's not really going to hold. It's not going to keep. We got a couple of minutes left, and I want to go hang out with my daughter. So here's what we're going to do. Where are you? I found this on the internet, so I'm going to share it with you. And then we'll probably just call it a day. We're doing our show tomorrow. We'll figure out everything we've gotten on all of our stuff, and we'll see where it goes. We'll go till 5:30, whether we hit our goal or not. We won't worry about checking the goal. But after that, on Friday, it starts becoming well, we got to hit it or I'm going to quit it early and hang out with my daughter early and start looking at applying for jobs. All right, so here we go. Hey, guys, remember Easter? Oh, Jesus. No, you spoiled it, you bastard. No.
I'm going to be trying a chocolate wrap. I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm the Easter Bunny. I'm the Easter Bunny.
Is that mud face or poop face? Is that mud face or poop face? It looked like poo. It's the chocolate bunny's fault. Sorry, I assume that. Wow. It's cultural appropriation. Cultural appropriation of what? Pudding? What's it cultural appropriation of? I don't think that one was cultural appropriation. All right, Haiti people. I think that was retard face. Again, no, like I said here,
Today I'm going to be trying a chocolate wrap.
Again, it just kind of, it looks like, he looks like the Golgothan shit demon. He looks like the Golgothan shit demon. Because what is that, pudding? I feel like he'll get taken out with fart suppressant. At any rate, that's been our show. It's been incredibly weird, and I'm still listed as unstable on Twitch, and you have no idea, Twitch. You have no idea. We've been Johnny. You've been an audience. Thank you for supporting the show. Ick, imagine all of that on your car seat. I'm pretty sure they covered the car seat with something before they did that bit, unless they are tarded. Ugh. Anyhow, I hope Aaron and everything is on tonight and everything goes great with that. I might start doing that show more, which means I definitely got to figure out a way to make more on this show to keep that up, or he's gonna have to pay me some more money. I don't know. But at any rate, we've been Johnny. You've been an audience. It's been fun. We're working on Cups with Oz. Hopefully have news about that in the coming week. And I really want to try and get some stuff done for the show here. I got to shit now after all this shit talk, says Buzzer Bob. It's what happens here. Sorry. But we got to go. So we'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then.
Fuck off.
Fuck!